So I was just asked, how do you know the Bible is fiction? Well, I've got lots of different reasons to claim that, but I'll just give you one brief one. Matthew 27:52 and 53 says that after Jesus died on the cross, there was an earthquake, and that there were dead people that came out of the ground, out of their graves, out of their crypts or whatever, and were totally normal after rotting in the ground forever. And they're put back together and they walk to Jerusalem, and it's like this amazing miracle, right? So you talk to any doctor, any nurse, any mortician, and if they're being honest, they're going to tell you that, once you're dead and buried and left there, I mean, and you start to decompose, you're not fucking coming back. Okay? It's ridiculous. So, what you're saying here is if you're a believer in Christ and the Bible, is that you claim that this story is true. That dead people came out of the ground and they walked to Jerusalem. You know what's interesting about this story? It's in the book of Matthew. Well, the books Mark, uh, John, and Luke are all four of those books are supposed to tell of the birth and the life and the death of Jesus Christ. So they're supposed to be, you know, basically the same type of information. Um, this story of the dead coming out of the ground and walking to Jerusalem is only in the book of Matthew. It's not in Mark, Luke, or John. It's not mentioned. It's not even there. Would such an event, an amazing event, a miraculous event, just a stunning, earth-shattering event, would that be just forgotten out of somebody's recollection of the death and resurrection of Christ? I mean, would that just slip your mind? Why would that event be listed in one of the accounts, but not in the other three? Is it possible that whoever wrote the book of Matthew made that shit up? Yeah, would think so. Another thing too is there's lots of documentation in that area of the world, in Jerusalem, in that area of that time, where you can find records of events and happenings and political issues and weather. They have weather information, but yet you don't see any documentation in that time of dead people coming out of their graves and walking to Jerusalem and people seeing them and talking to them. It's not listed anywhere. Would that event not be worthy of documentation of a reporter or just anybody for that matter? Like, Aunt Josephus, she'd been gone for 2 years and she showed up at the front door. She looked great. She came in and we had tea. I mean, come on. It's just, and what's crazy is you talk to a Christian and say, look, the only way this would be possible is if it was magic. And they instantly go, oh no, not magic, magic, magic. That's from Satan. This would be a miracle. Well, you're just silly, because that's what magic is. It's, a suspension of the natural order of things for something else to happen when it's not supposed to, or you know I don't think that magic is like Satan, miracles is Yahweh. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing is mythology, anyways. It's all made up. It's like Ra, and Zeus, and Thor, and Odin, whatever. But yeah, back to the original point. Why do I think the Bible is fiction? Well, like I said, I got a zillion reasons why. But Matthew 27:52 and 53, that's a pretty glaring one right there. It's pretty ridiculous. And the lack of documentation from other people, such a huge event, just makes you think that that was made up. Somebody made that up. Yeah. Anyways, what do you think?